Hi Triton, and by extension, hi YouTube. Alex again. We got Joe with us today, and we're shooting our weekly recap in the morning because I'm working the morning shift here and teaching the morning classes for the next few weeks at Triton. It's been a really great opportunity, really liking it a lot. Today's recap, we're going to talk about one of the arm bars we worked this week, and the material this week has all been our arm bar clinic. It's all things arm bar from all positions. So we're going to work one of the transitions we did today. Joe's going to go back and let me take them out. And we're going to build into this progression that starting from where we worked last week, which is our mount maintenance. So I'm going to start really good mount. I'm going to transition to a knee and belly position. So it's going to give me a chance to work on a transition and a different position at the same time we're focusing on the arm bar. Why would I transition to a knee in position from a mount? The mount's supposed to be one of the best positions in Jiu-Jitsu. There can be a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is maybe he's giving me a different feel or a different feed. His energy doesn't match my mount manipulation. Or maybe I'm just better in knee on belly, and these are all considerations you have to take into account when you make your jiu-jitsu your own and what positions work best for you. So we're going to start from our mount position. I'm going to go ahead and lean forward, almost come into this high mount position that we worked last week. From here, I'm going to, once I get forward and my knee goes to a 90-degree position with my hip, I'm going to pivot, windshield wiper this leg over and across his belt. I'm going to keep this low and tight because I don't want to reach back and try and step over because he's going to grab a half guard. So as I reach forward, my knee goes to 90 degrees, my foot comes over, my laces go to his hip, and I lock his hips in position. From here, I'm going to walk backwards, I'm going to slide this knee across, and I'm going to start to angulate my knee to where my knee goes into his sternum, my laces go against his quad. From here, my outrigger leg steps out, and I'm in a good knee and belly position. Knees angulated, laces are against the quad. This should look familiar from one of our previous recaps. From here, I can start to attack underhook. What my partner is going to do today is check my hip because he's going to worry about me moving to position from here. So he's checking my hip. I'm always going to leave this hand here where I can threaten the far side arm bar, but what we're going to focus on is the near side arm bar. So from here, this hand is going to plant and get base. I like to do it around the hip because this lets me further control his hips. This hand, fingers making a C grip, is going to grab the hem, and I'm going to just clear this hip by pulling my elbow to my side. From here, I'm doing almost a reverse stand and base. Another example, guys, you've got to get good at those fundamental warm-up maneuvers. Stand and base, I'm just going backwards. I lift my weight, I slide my shin forward, and the laces of my boot go against the back of his shoulders. From here, my weight drops onto my quad, and I bring this arm across to in line with where my lapel sets. So now I'm really locked in and I'm weighting him. I'm actually leaning down just like I do on all my arm bars and put the weight across him from my quad. From here I'm leaning back, my foot comes over, knee tight, heel tight before I go, and I maintain this position. And I'm already pinching this arm and I'm already taking that bridge away with my heel. Once I'm in this position, I'm coming back and I'm extending this arm. Boom! Pulling it right here. Knees tight, heels tight, very isolated. I'm coming up with my opposite hand that's not gripping. I'm finding that thumb. The thumb informs the arm bar. The arm bar is always opposite the thumb. So as I lay back, I can roll this hand, bring it right into my quad, and I get the submission. So last time through at speed, we're here. I go forward, across, come to my knee and belly position. I start to work as soon as I feel this. Pull it up, transition high, step over, and I'm into my arm bar. Nice and controlled, knees tight, heels tight. So, that is our recap. One of the arm bars we did this week, we did several, kind of the highlight. Always remember, we're working on where our hands are placed, where our hips are going, knees tight, feet tight, and we're working the thumb vector, and the arm bar is always opposite the thumb. That's our recap for the week. We'll see you guys next week.